Are there any sports in the Olympics that you're finding that you are not interested in, that you're now interested in?
I have an affinity for beach volleyball.
Oh. Breaking news.
I was watching, and I've seen beach volleyball before. I've never noticed when the women are playing, they're not just wearing bikinis like Athletica, like trunks or sports bras. Like you would see somebody, they're wearing straight up bikinis.
No, I noticed. Maybe that's why you like it.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I was just, first of all, I was like athletically, like they're diving all over the sand. What do I know?
Yeah.
Listen, what do I know?
Yeah.
But I was like, this is crazy that they're butt ass. I'll be honest, I think it's sexy. I also think it's strong. It's a good feminist sort of thing to be a kick-ass volleyball player.
Talk about body image.
Yeah,
I agree with you with the bathing suits, with the women playing in bathing suits. It makes it sexy. Their body types are all over the place. To be that confident, to roll around and jump around in a bathing suit, shout out to them because it's amazing.
Three, two, one. Haktua.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go with it.
We have to go with it.
I guess I have to go with it because I don't have a better idea.
We said we'll go with it until think tank.
Until we come up with a better idea. But I'm not supportive of it.
People like it.
People love it. I mean, it's taken off.
But no, people not just love it and her. People like that as a intro sort of, like it's Olympics, like it's like go, or, like go 3, 2, 1, bang. That's... Welcome to Rapaport'S Reality. My name is Michael Rapaport.
My name is Kebe Rapaport. I just can't, Kebe Rapaport, here I am. Haktua,
Rapaport'S Reality. Welcome to Rapaport'S Reality. Hope everybody's feeling good. Hope everybody is in the Olympic spirit, the championship gold medal spirit.
USA.
The Olympics have been fantastic for us.
I love it so much. I just do.
The greatest reality show ever.
That's right.
I mean, this is a podcast about reality TV, popular culture, and all things Rapaport relationship based. And we have been really enjoying these Olympics.
Really, a lot.
What has been your favorite part of watching the Olympics, babe?
Well, my favorite event has been the gymnastics. But my favorite part, there's something just so emotional about the Olympics. There's something about the thrill of victory. It's something really, it's the equivalence I make of what we love about storytelling, about reality television, about documentaries, about how people work their whole life towards something. And when it arrives, what that feels like, the storytelling of it. I love all the stories, how the journalists follow stories and watch these people.
It's never been covered like this ever. I mean, the coverage is crazy on Peacock. They have the Gold Zone, which is inspired by the Red Zone.
Right.
So they have the same people from the NFL who do the Red Zone fantasy football, which we're not talking about on this podcast. But they are great. They are good at going back and forth. They are good at covering multiple things. And, on any given day during the Olympics, I don't know how they juggle it in the schedules, and they have matches all over France. And it's not just in Paris. They have surfing in Tahiti, and then there's soccer in northern France. A friend of ours went to a soccer match 4 hours outside of Paris. So it's
amazing.
It's all over the place. And the Gold Zone on Peacock.
Amazing that you could sit there and watch. I was annoyed at you. Remember I told you that I was not liking watching football with you because I didn't like watching the Red Zone. But the other day I found myself watching all these events at one time.
It works for the Olympics.
It does.
I mean, it works for football too, but sometimes I find it and you find it, it's like you just want to watch one game or focus it on one half.
Right.
When they're cutting back and forth, and I love my fantasy football, and that's not what we discuss on this podcast. Sometimes on the Red Zone for football, it's like, okay,
it's all the same sport. Are there any sports in the Olympics that you're finding that you are not interested in, that you're now interested in?
I will be totally honest, fully transparent. I have an affinity for beach volleyball.
Oh, Breaking news.
Female beach volleyball.
Okay.
And I've always loved beach volleyball.
Yeah.
Like when I fell in love with the Olympics in the 1984 Olympics, I remember that USA team playing, and one of the guys is a coach. He's still part of the Olympic volleyball community. I don't know anything about how it works, but I remember watching it. I like the sport, the athleticism. It reminds me of basketball. There are some basketball players that, wound up playing volleyball. There's one guy who played in the NBA who's part of the Olympic volleyball team this year. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But I've always enjoyed playing volleyball in my short span of playing volleyball, but I like it. I always like watching it. It's quick, it's fast.
Yeah, I heard you say that you thought you'd be good at it.
Because I'm tall.
Tall, yeah.
Can't jump high.
Right.
Long arms.
Long arms.
Tall, long arms, can't jump high, not really, quick of the foot.
Good combo. Strong ankles, though. No?
Strong ankles, but listen, these are it's like hoop dreams, volleyball. Whatever the case is I was watching, and I've seen beach volleyball before. I've never noticed when the women are playing, they're not just wearing bikinis like Athletica, like trunks or sports bras, like you would see somebody. They're wearing straight up bikinis.
No, I notice. Maybe that's why you like it.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I was just, first of all, I was like athletically, like they're diving all over the sand. What do I know?
Yeah.
Listen, what do I know?
Yeah.
But I was like, this is crazy that they're butt ass. I'll be honest, I think it's sexy. I also think it's strong. I think it's a good feminist sort of thing to be a kick-ass volleyball player and to have the fucking, I'm out here in a bikini.
Right.
Olympic world-class athlete.
Right.
And also, I just think that volleyball, in all seriousness, it's just quick. There's no lull. Every point, there's something happening. So
I agree.
I like that. I like the table tennis. Because I like ping pong.
Right.
I was watching some ping pong, and this is like ping pong. I didn't even call steroids isn't even a good enough word. The way they play ping pong is
next level.
It's like a video game.
Right.
They're going back and forth and the spinning and all that stuff. I watched women's rugby because we watched that one woman,
Iona Mare.
And they medaled.
Yes.
And they're fucking badass. And
you
talk about the behind the scenes.
Oh my goodness. I am a fan of hers. She has a whole thing. She has pinned on her Instagram this whole thing about having big shoulders, women with big shoulders.
Yeah.
I have never wanted big shoulders in my life, and I do because of her. She is, to me, funny, gorgeous, sexy.
Yeah.
She talk about body image. I agree with you with the bathing suits, with the women playing in bathing suits. It makes it sexy. Their body types are all over the place. To be that confident, to roll around and jump around in a bathing suit. Not to stop you, babe, but there are some countries where the women are full on like tights.
Oh, yeah. There's some wearing hijabs.
Tights and playing beach boys, the opposite of bathing suits, which I find interesting. But the American teams and other cultures that are playing in bathing suits, shout out to them because it's amazing.
But the women's rugby has been crazy.
Crazy.
And those learning her story and learning the other people's story, there's some of them are from the military and they don't get paid a lot. Water polo, women's water polo. Shout out to Flavor Flav. He sponsors the water polo team. So this is what I like about the Olympics, and I've always liked about the Olympics is getting to know the athletes and the stories.
Right.
And it really is people putting it all on the line for these dreams. Now, the more famous athletes like the Simone Biles and the Coco Gauff who lost. And there was a big controversy about her losing and complaining about a point. Listen, when you care that much, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm down with Coco Gauff. She's sick. She's incredible. She's young. She'll be back. But I just love that whether it's fencing,
track and field,
ping pong, a women's water polo, that these are the top of the top elite athletes from all over the world. And they are so competitive and so purely competitive in spirit. Mm-hmm. The majority of the athletes, obviously USA Olympic, you got LeBron, Steph Curry. Some of those guys are billionaires. LeBron James is a billionaire, and some of them are on their way to being billionaires. But even the WNBA girls that are playing in the basketball, they're more compensated than the majority of these athletes. So it's really about just the love of the game and the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. And we got ourselves pumped up by watching the Simone Biles documentary, two parts on Netflix.
Amazing.
The people don't know this. They've been dying to hear about this. Kebe, at one point when you were young, you were very, very into competitive gymnastics. Yes. You had hopes and dreams, aspirations.
Olympic dreams myself.
And what happened?
Oh, I had a back injury, very severe back lower L4, L5 fracture that was pretty severe in the championship tryout, doing giant swings on uneven bars. But you used to practice, back then you used to practice giant swings, like you take off one of the bars, on the uneven bars, you practice on the lower bar. And trying out with small girls, I didn't move the bar up, and I was doing giant swing, handstands on the bar, and I was just bending my knees going down. You just kind of practice going.
I don't know. I could tell you something. Volleyball, basketball, great.
Yeah, I was
swinging and climbing, not my thing.
I was an elite athlete, and anyway, so I was doing that, and I came down and peeled my knees like on the bottom swing, and being lazy. Actually, I should have put the bar up to my height so that I could do a full giant swing, like a handstand all the way around, just practicing, warming up. And I said, oh, no, it's okay. I'll go with you, small Asian girl. And I just went down and I peeled, and my fingertips, you see the girls yesterday, you saw a couple of them warming up when they were going around.
Right.
And their fingertips, they caught their fingertips barely and they fell off.
Right.
I think Suni Lee did it. She came off on practice. She came off and she dropped to the ground. The Brazilian girl did it too and banged her eye.
I got to say,
I did that.
The thing about falling on these Olympics and these warm-ups,
oh my gosh,
they get up like nothing happened.
And they get up.
And I know something happened.
Something happened. And there's talk about Simone in the documentary. She's talking about the twisties. Anyway, so I came down, peeled, hit my knees, went flying forward. My knees went over the back of my head, jammed into my lower back, and that was done. And I went into, I had physical therapy. At the time, by the way, I got physical training with Dr. Shields, Magic Johnson's doctor. I wasn't, anyway, I was never the same.
That's not in any way.
It isn't.
No, you got to tell that story, because I've always loved this story. When Magic had his knee injury, the very serious, I think it was his second or third year. I believe it was his second year or his third year with the Lakers, and he was rehabbing. You were at the rehab place while Magic...
Same place as Magic Johnson. Also, Danielle, my sister in life, not my real sister, but my sister Danielle had a knee injury, same place. We all went to the same place where he was getting rehab. Dr. Shields was my doctor. I think he had another doctor. I can't remember his name.
But were you bugging, or you didn't care, or you were young?
I was so upset. I mean, my dreams were over. Well, I thought my dreams were over. I was young, but I had serious, I promised to be, Lucy Collins at the time was the only black gymnast. We knew her. She was at SCATS down in Orange County. I was at SMGC in Santa Monica. There was only several this was a real dream of mine. I was close to my dreams. Anyway,
But were you bugging when you saw Magic?
Yes. Magic was around in LA. You could see Magic at the time. He was a nice guy. Danielle was more into Magic than I was. She was around him. She knew him. Irving, you've been around me with Irving. Irving knows me. He knows, he knows us. But anyway.
I never get used to that, though.
I know.
Like when I'm around Magic Johnson, I'm a 12.
And he's like, "What's up, Mike?" And you're like,
Yeah, I can't have a normal conversation with him.
But anyway, what happens when you have an injury like that? And speaking of the Simone documentary, why when we were watching it, and it's so weird when you hurt yourself like that. And then when we were watching it, I just started breaking down. I just cried. It was like a trauma response. And it was so weird how I reacted, because when she talked about the twisties, I had it. Like, I am 54 years old. The injury happened when I was, 15, 16 years old. I went on to still do gymnastics up until I was 18 years old. So I was a gymnast. I was going to keep going.
But you, when we were watching the documentary, you were having a visceral reaction.
I literally broke down when she said twisty. I cried. I stood up. I had to walk away. My body started shaking. When she said twisties, I was like, I knew it, because when you do gymnastics and you start from 4 years old and you train, you don't have fear.
Right.
When you hurt
don't know what fear
you don't know
is.
what fear is. When you hurt yourself the first time or get an injury, you all of a sudden know fear. And by the way, I'm doing gymnastics when gymnastics was not shit. When I watch gymnastics now, I'm like, oh my gosh. They're crazy. There's some stuff on Beam that I was doing. When I'm watching, I'm going, I did that. There's other stuff that I was like, even the girl who's doing I don't forget the girl who's doing the announcing of the cute little curly head girl. She's even saying, and she competed in what, 2016? 2020. And she's going, I didn't even do that, right? I'm saying, oh my gosh, I did that. But that is crazy what they're doing now. If I'm saying to myself, I had the twisties, we didn't have a name for it, and Simone Biles gets this thing, I was like sick.
Simone Biles, what she had in the 2020 Olympics, she had a case of what is called the twisties, and she wound up dropping out of the 2020 Olympics, which I got to be honest, there was no crowds.
None.
It was postponed crazy, and she got a lot of backlash from idiots who were saying she dropped out on her team, she dropped out on her country, and all this shit.
And then my fucking ass.
When you see what it is,
oh my goodness,
and
she
also
saved her life by doing that,
because you could get killed.
You could get killed because, by the way, when I did that injury, I'll never forget. I go to the floor. All my teammates come around me. I'm on the floor for about 30 seconds. I cannot move. I can't feel my feet. My coach comes over. They start picking my feet, touching my feet. Can you feel this? Can you feel that? I can't feel anything. Do you know that my mother shows up at the gym? She just shows up.
Shout out to Michelle Lee.
Just shows up. By the way, a working single mom.
Shout out to Michelle Lee.
By the way, my mom wore the same dress. I'm not even exaggerating. She would love that I'm telling you. She wore the same dress for weeks to afford to let me go to the gym. My gym, the cost to send me to that gym, a private club for my training, costs the same as our rent to our apartment for us to send me there. This woman showed up because she felt something. I don't know how she showed up.
Really?
She showed up. I was that severely injured. I could have been paralyzed by my injury.
But she just happened to come that day?
She just came.
Wow.
I could have been paralyzed from the waist down from my injury, okay? This is how scary it was. My recovery was horrible. I was a good gymnast, but I had no self-esteem. My coaches would sit my mom down and said, Kebe would be an Olympic athlete. She just needs to believe in herself. She's so damn talented. She doesn't have any self-confidence. It's so below what it needs to be. And it would be like this struggle. My mom would be like, I'm not fucking paying for this. You got to get your confidence up. And I'd be like, I don't know what it is. My mom was like, I'm going to stop paying. But she showed up that day. So my thing was, shout out to you, by the way. You were the only person that spoke up for Simone Biles.
I did.
You did.
I ranted for Simone.
You ranted for her because people were like, all these people are like, I can't believe what you're saying about her.
The race played a factor into it. And like, you black girl, how dare you quit on your country?
Are you kidding me? This girl is the goat of the goat of the goat, what she's done.
Anyway, the documentary, two-part documentary called Simone on Netflix is definitely worth watching. It's easy
amazing.
Watch. It's fun. It'll definitely get you in the head. You should watch it ASAP if you're watching the Olympics.
Highly recommend.
And it's got us focused along with the Gold Zone on Peacock. And they just won another gold medal. The team just won another gold medal.
Unbelievable.
And the fact that they won another gold medal and people are still talking about Simone Biles' hair.
Seriously.
Criticizing her fucking hair.
Can you believe
She's an athlete. This isn't a beauty contest. She's flipping around.
Unbelievable.
She's doing
one of the
flips.
greatest athletes of all time, and they're talking about her hair. Unbelievable.
Her hair can't stay. Does your hair look good when you're flipping around?
Do you know how high she flips and what speed and velocity? Like, you want her hair to stay. That's, to me, it's so
disrespectful.
It's so disrespectful.
And the racism, but also she's getting it from everywhere. There's definitely the racist part of it, but she's getting it from all across the board. I'm like, she's probably tried everything. She's literally, like, when you watch her run
aside
towards
from super glue to just glue her edges down.
She needs to get the Gorilla Glue girl.
Remember the girl who glued her edges down?
That's what they expect her to do.
Accident put glue on her hair to glue her edges down.
But she's like a rocket ship.
It's ridiculous.
When she's running towards that fucking...
Oh, my goodness.
What is it? The vault?
Yeah.
It's like a missile.
Yeah.
And the velocity and all that stuff.
But the fact that she even has to, like the other day she put it on her story, like, I'm going to hold your hand for this. Don't mention my hair again. I just respect her so much and love her so much. She's so beautiful. She's the foster care and her parents. And,
right. Her story's
her
crazy.
Story's incredible. She's got
the dude, Frederick Richard.
Oh, my goodness.
The man,
the
he's
men's
sick
gymnast,
too.
he's sick. There's so many great stories and people with the ultimate strength and talent. It's just inspiring, and it makes, with everything else that's going on in the world, it's just, it brings some levity and some joy and some inspiration that we all really, really need.
Yeah, so even if you're not watching, you should just turn on your TV because it is very, very relaxing. And when you do watch, you will enjoy it. And it's on NBC, MSNBC, it's on NBC Plus, NBC Minus. It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's great.
So it is the greatest reality show of the summer besides The Real Housewives of New Jersey.
That's right.
Which is coming to an end.
It is.
And like it's an end and an end.
A real end. And Andy did confirm that it's going through a full reboot.
Did he say it's going through a full reboot or he agrees? I think he said he agrees.
He agrees. Which
I don't think it's been announced.
I think that's enough because that's what happened with New York. He agreed that it was, and it was.
I think this is just my prediction. This is just my impulse prediction to what you just said. I personally think the smoke is going to clear. There's a little delay.
Yeah.
There's going to be a little pause. And I think they're going to put the screws to them.
Yeah.
And I think the show, this is just my prediction. I haven't heard anything. I have the inside scoop, but I have no inside scoop. But this is just my prediction. Maybe it's just my hope that it's going to be a delay and they're going to come back. I don't think totally revamping Jersey is going to be as easy as it sounds unless either Melissa Gorga, Joe Gorga are fired or Teresa and Louis and company are fired.
Oh, man.
But I don't think there's a show there because there's no conflict. We need a conflict. And we don't need to say it again. We've said it millions of times already. It's sad, but inevitably, and I hate to use curses, but excuse my French, but the Olympics are in Paris. They fucked themselves. They have fucked themselves.
I agree. So we've said it. We've said it. I think I have to agree. It's one or the other. And that's why I think there will be a full reboot. And listen, I'm not for it. It's how we felt about New York. And we felt that way about New York. And then guess what? We were happy with the results.
We were happy with New York, but we don't love New York. There's no Ramona Singer in New York. Listen, it's only year one. But there's no Sonia Morgan. There's no Countess
You're right.
Luann de Lesseps.
Yeah, it's
There's
a different
no
thing.
Bethany Frankel.
It's a different thing. It's a different thing. It's a fashion show. It's a different thing.
It is a fashion show.
It's like a fashion show as opposed to like a all-you-can-eat buffet.
Right, like Red Lobster.
Right, Red Lobster.
It's like Madison Avenue versus like they're at the Red Lobster.
Yeah.
This last episode, we're coming to the finale. This last episode, shout out to John Fuda.
Oh, man. And his allergy attack.
He almost died.
Yeah, he really did.
And Joe Gorga... Stay away from the patient, Joe Gorga.
You're no ENT.
No.
Yeah.
ENT or EMT? You're no ENT or an EMT.
Neither.
The guy's lips are swelling like
up.
a cartoon
His
character.
throat is closing up.
And you're rubbing him with ice and you want to put Vicks on him.
Yeah. I thought he was going to break out the Windex like my big fat Greek wedding. Yeah, Fuda playing the macho Italian guy while having an anaphylactic shock situation.
Shout out to Joe Bonino.
Yes.
For noticing that the guy was literally about to have...
He was a responsible adult in the room.
And John Fuda's like, I'm Italian, we do this, we do... No, what you do is you're going into anaphylactic shock.
Yeah.
And because he took vodka on bone marrow, the food looked good at that.
I know.
But the sad part of the whole thing is, number one, John Fuda almost died on camera. Number two, the other part of it that was really sad and just indicative of the way the Real Housewives of New Jersey is ending this season is they had 2 man meetings. This is the first time they separated church and state.
That's right.
Some of the guys were at one at the Gorgas and the other guys were at Louis. And Gorga, they had steaks and they had bone marrow and they were playing poker like just like Jersey guys. And then at Louis, he made them do confessionals to their woman.
Now that was uncomfortable for me.
It was a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Louis.
Yeah.
It's sorry.
Yeah, that was not.
Sorry.
Yeah, I felt manipulated.
I felt manipulated. I don't feel like it was And just like it's the Real House, like we want to see that if the guys can't be together, if we're at the point where not just the housewives.
Thank you.
But if the
I'm
house
so
husbands
glad
can't
you
be
said
together,
that, babe.
we're fucked.
It's such a good point. It's such a good point. I don't trust it.
We're done.
We're done. It's over.
And they did it to themselves. They can't figure out a way.
And it's so unfortunate because I think we have a star on that show, and her name is Danielle. Mm-hmm. And you sent me an Instagram post of her
when she was a teenager.
On MTV.
She won a Britney Spears fan contest.
And excellent.
she had the eye of the tiger, no fear.
No fear back then.
She was up there talking shit, and she made a rap, and it was all impromptu, how she loves Britney Spears.
It was excellent.
A matter of fact, Miles Jordan, play a little clip of Daniela going off the top of the dome and going off about her love. This is in the 90s, or maybe it was the 90s?
It had to have been.
Britney Spears
or 2000s.
Yeah, this is when Justin Timberlake, JT.
Yeah.
Going off about her love of Britney Spears.
The 7th second, 1981, Miss Britney Jean Spears was born to make us happy in a small town named Cameron, Louisiana. Became Musketeer at age 11, soon to meet her dream date, the one and only NSYNC Justin Timberlake. She has a favorite color, baby blue. Did y'all know Britney has tattoo? Yup, a fairy right on her back. Vanilla chip cookie dough.
So Daniela's definitely a star.
I mean, look at that.
The goddess of Jersey, Dolores, has been great. They've all been great. They just can't coexist. And,
No.
and we're done.
We're done.
So the season's done, and it's looking like the show is also done.
Over.
And it's just really, it's fucking disappointing because at the end of the day, they didn't just fuck themselves. Sorry to use the French again. They're fucking us. And you can't fuck the fans.
No, we're not going to forget that.
You don't want to fuck the fans and you don't want to fight the fans. You don't want to do it.
Yeah, you know what? They messed it up. They did to themselves. Even though Teresa tried to do her damage control.
Yes,
so
Teresa wrote
that.
a letter. She wrote a letter.
She did.
I caught that.
Yeah, but it's not a little too late. A little too late.
She wrote a letter, and some of the other castmates, she was essentially apologizing for her behavior and how it's affected
the whole cast.
And then how the toxic energy of the whole thing.
A little too late, Teresa.
Too little, too late. And she also, I don't know if she did this on purpose. Yesterday, she posted a picture of her going to Mykonos with Louis, and she said, "I'm out, bitches." And I'm thinking, are you like? Does this mean you're on vacation, or you're signing off of Instagram? Because the way she worded it, it looked like she was signing off to Instagram. But then later, I saw more posts. I'm just like, do you know what I'm out, bitches? Like, what
is she out? Meaning she's out of everything. She's doing it first before it's done to her. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Like she's saying, I'm out, meaning like you can stop the show, but I'm stopping it all first. Like,
right, like you're pulling the plug.
Right. That would be totally her.
I don't
say,
think
like,
she's
I'm
doing
out.
that. I want to give a shout out to her lawyer, James Leonard, because,
oh boy,
man, let me tell you something. I was watching him as an actor. I was like, yo, this is an outfit. His getup, his glasses, the leather jacket. And when you're like, this is a Jersey lawyer.
Full on.
I've known James. I've met James. Always been nice to me.
Yeah.
The bloggers have a lot to say about James Leonard. Margaret Joseph, she said, Teresa's lawyers from Atlantic City. My lawyers on Madison Avenue. James Leonard has always been good with me. I like the way he dresses. He's fucking sick.
He's central casting, though.
Yeah.
He's definitely.
We mentioned Britney Spears' must-watch documentary. Not great. Could have been 2 episodes, but it was 3 episodes.
Yeah.
There's a great documentary about Lou Pearlman.
Dirty Pop.
And
wow.
if you get a Life and Times documentary made about you, you don't want the title Dirty Pop.
You do not.
But Dirty Pop about Lou Pearlman, who, amongst other things, was the mastermind. He was the mastermind behind NSYNC.
Well, before that, we ought to give him credit for the blimp.
Right, he was big into the aviation. This guy's like on some Catch Me If You Can level scammers.
Because to me, before anything, the fact that he brought the blimp and was friends with the Nazi. I mean, he was a Jewish guy who brought the blimp into America. You know, the blimp that we used to see when we were kids.
Blimps,
I mean,
the Goodyear blimp.
Goodyear blimp into...
saying that Ice Cube's a pimp, you know, like in Scarface.
But the fact that the blimp that used to carry along the messages along the beaches and whatever, this guy, that to me was wild. That part of it. But that he really didn't even have the money to do it. This guy was just...
a scam artist.
Scammer of the scam
Scamming
of the scamming.
blimp people, jet companies, and then I can't remember, like I think his daughter was a big fan of New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
And he got the idea out of nowhere. He had nothing to do with the music business to create a boy band.
Guy in Florida, Orlando.
A very fat.
What a slob.
A pig, but a charming pig. He could.
I guess. Blech.
He scammed the shit out of everybody. And he basically, though, Justin Timberlake, he gave him his fucking career.
He really did.
There's no Justin Timberlake
without this Pearlman.
Lou Pearlman, who created Backstreet Boys?
Lou the Pig Pearlman.
Lou the Pig Pearlman. And we were only saying that because he had the longest running scam in American history, more than longer than Bernie Madoff.
For real.
Scammed regular people, borrowed from this person, put it against that person,
yes.
Borrowed again from that person, took from this bank. He would forge bank documents, forge legal documents, take money from this place, and he fucked over the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, and he fucked over just so many innocent people because people would invest. This is guys like literally like some Bernie Madoff shit.
Totally.
So if you want a good, fun, again, it's not
not fun, fun,
but an interesting, like, how can somebody get away with it documentary?
I just don't understand it. Like, I just don't understand because I feel like as we're watching it, I was like, hello? Like, can't we see that this guy is not...
Did they say he scammed billions or 500 million?
500 million, I think.
Yeah,
but that was then. So, like,
and when he died,
today's dollar...
He didied, people never got paid back. They still don't know where the money is.
No.
Lou Pearlman, I'm going to give... this is a fact. This isn't like a... not
a giveaway.
Not a giveaway. And you could tell if you're watching the documentary, this guy's eventually going to wind up in jail. He wound up in jail, and then he wound up dying in jail because he was unhealthy from the beginning of the documentary, which was 30 years before the end of the documentary. And again, it just reminded me of Bernie Madoff and Catch Me If You Can. He was no Leonardo DiCaprio or Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
He's not a fat Leonardo DiCaprio or a fat Tom Hanks. This guy is a real shyster. 2-bit, and it's just the way somebody could lie to your face. He's lying to people, and knowing that he's taking their money and never going to pay them back. I don't understand that part. When you're telling people, I'm going to pay you, and you know you're not.
And for it to go on so long and not pay people back and not for the word not to get along, I think it has a lot to do with like having some success with making people famous. But it seemed like it took a long time for NSYNC to get famous in America. See, they had fame somewhere else.
Germany.
In Germany first, right?
He broke Backstreet Boys in Germany.
Backstreet Boys. So it just seems like, to me, it didn't get around that he wasn't legit. Like, it just, it was like he was sloppy and he didn't seem like, usually somebody's good looking, so they have something to get over. I don't know. The guy really, really worked people over, and I find it to be, these documentaries, when we're watching them, when people do this, it makes us literally angry. We're like in bed pissed.
He pissed me off.
He really pissed me off.
He really, really was frustrating to watch. But it's it should be a movie.
It really should be a movie.
It 100% should be a movie, the way the whole thing played out. Finally, the great Jax Taylor, the one and only number one guy in the group, I want to give him a shout out and wish him a Rapaport'S reality recovery. He has checked himself into a rehab for mental distress and, just sort of his mental well-being, his mental wellness. It doesn't say anything about drugs.
Okay. Well, we saw that. We could see that coming, I'm sure.
The stress of being Jax Taylor, the stress of,
goodness.
Living up to being the number one guy in the group. Maybe it's...
Well, that was self-professed.
But it took a toll on him.
Yeah, would anybody if you're going to profess to be that? And we're not doing him any favors by calling him that. I really hope he gets better, and I hope it brings him and Brittany back together. I hate to see anybody break up. They got a kid. This television reality thing, getting in fights on TV, and she's like, what does she say to him? Suck a dick.
Go to hell, Jax Taylor.
Yeah, go to hell.
Go to hell, Jax Taylor.
Yeah, that's, we don't want to see that. I hope he does well, and I hope it works out for him, and I hope they get back together. I really do.
He's been on his mental wellness journey for a while, though, even on Vanderpump. Remember, he was seeing the psychic or the therapist, and then he started fucking the therapist.
Yeah, he's been on it.
So hopefully he's at an all-male place.
Yes.
Because
no females around for him
his
to
guy
fuck
could
with.
seduce. He could seduce.
Well, he's been known to seduce the men too. Remember, we lived with the guy.
We're gonna let that slip because we want the best for Jack. Now, if that's his path, that's cool too.
Yeah.
But I was happy to see that he had checked himself into a place to help improve himself, his mental well-being, and hopefully, maybe his relationship with Brittany. And if they're not going to stay together,
That they can co-parent and they can get along well. I mean, he said it many times on TV, I'm not well. You've heard him say it, like, I'm not doing okay. And his eyes start to bug out, and he does not. He looks like he could snap.
he has said it many times.
Yeah, he has said it. He has said, I'm not okay.
Over the years,
He said it. I mean, he's walked in and he snapped on LVP, and he's done some things that's wild.
Right, he said my show to LVP.
Yeah, he's nuts.
And that's the bottom of the list of the things he's done.
Oh yeah, he needs good for him for knowing when to call it quits and go get himself help.
Right.
I feel for him, and I want the best for him.
We root for Jax Taylor.
I really root for that guy.
Yo, we've never met Jax Taylor.
No.
I'd be excited to meet Jax
I would
Taylor.
too.
I would be hyped.
Him more so than your other guy, your Tom Sandoval. Not a fan, but Jax I like.
Yeah, Jax,
Yeah.
we really like. So shout out to Jax, shout out to Brittany, shout out to the whole Taylor clan, and shout out to you, the fans.
Yes.
The Taylor clan and you, the fans, listening to Rapaport's Reality.
Yes, very much appreciated.
Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend about Rapaport's Reality, the podcast that the reality TV and popular culture world scream for, beg for, and we have heard you loud and clear, and here we are. So we'll be back next week, obviously talking about, amongst other things, the grand finale of this season of The Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Can't wait.
Anyway, we're done, and hope you had fun. Love you, babe.
Love you, babe.